Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about a sentence repeated by several black women with a darker skin tone. It doesn't like me because I am dark skinned. I think you have already heard this phrase multiple times since I started this channel where I constantly debunk this idea. For my part, those black women seeing this are just insecure women, really insecure, who don't like their own skin color because why when a man rejects you, it is automatically because of your skin color. It makes no sense. I know some of those women will come with arguments like colorism, saying there is a lot of colorism in the black community and that dark skinned women are seen as less desirable than black women with lighter skin. At first, yes, I agree there is colorism in the black community, but secondly, it's more complex than just a battle between lighter skinned black people and darker skinned black people. No, it depends on many factors. Of course, if you live in an area like United States where there is a lot of colorism in the African American community, dark-skinned girls might be seen as less desirable. And yet that is not 100% the truth because I know a lot of dark-skinned African Americans who are seen as highly desirable during their childhood or teenage year. Just look at the supermodel. All the supermodel are dark-skinned. I just want to say reality is not the reality of all dark-skinned girls. So maybe in your childhood you were bullied because of your dark skin and but didn't find you attractive because of it, but that is your reality, not the reality of all dark-skinned women. Furthermore, we can agree that in Western society the population is mostly white, so of course the general beauty standard will be Caucasian beauty standards, as it's the same when a white girl go to a school with a majority of black people. She isn't seen as beautiful because she doesn't fit the local beauty standard.
Things people have said to me as a white girl that goes to a black school and there's only like probably 5% of the school is white. Number one, you not ugly, you just white. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but
it is the same when the Asian girl goes to a white school and isn't the beauty standard, so she isn't approached by boy, and the same goes for Latina. So you start to understand that the dark skin isn't the real problem. The real problem is that you do not look to the majority of population. Your attractiveness depends on your location. The location will influence the beauty standards and how close you are to those beauty standards. Because as I have said many times, beauty standard exists to represent the majority population. So of course, if you're an immigrant in a country, you might not fit the standard because you don't look like the majority of the people in that country. So when it comes to the black community, it's not because a black man rejects you that he is a colorist or that's because of the dark skin. No, absolutely no. The true hurts, but the women saying that are usually just not attractive themselves. And of course, instead of admitting that it's because of their looks, which is true that hurts, it's much easier to put the fault on their skin color. So as you guess, in this video we will debunk the stupid myth conveyed by some black women who say that men don't approach them or reject them because of their dark skin. We will react to a few videos from TikTok by Milka the Movement. The first TikTok is a humorous video about what it's like dating black men in Orlando when you are a black looking black woman.
Contestant is Warren. Okay, so there's no more balloons, so go ahead and go. Our next contestant.
When you see her, she assumes that because of her skin tone and features, black men look like her. One more time, the problem isn't her skin tone, the problem is her looks. Thankfully, there are some comments that bring her back to reality. Black looking? Being black isn't the problem, babe. Yes, we all know that why black men don't like her, but one more time, it's easy to put the blame on your blackness. Another comment that brings her to reality. Men usually like women that look good. Another comment from a black man. I like a black woman, but I don't think it's the black looking features that are the problem here. Even in the comment, black men and women agree that isn't your dark skin that is the problem, but your overall attractiveness. Socially, she isn't perceived as beautiful. Furthermore, she's overweight, so she loses point on attractiveness. Furthermore, I saw a post about her dating life. Her dating life is really chaotic. But I see she has dated a lot of men: a cheating police officer, a law student, a warehouse worker, a light-skinned Jamaican with green eyes, a discharged military man, an engineer who graduated from UM, a Haitian man from Miami, another from Broward, and a colorist man from Orlando. As you see, she has dated a lot of men, even a colorist guy. We will talk about colorist guy later. So she says men don't approach her because of her skin tone, but you look at her history, men did approach her. So what is the point? Maybe the problem here is either she didn't find those men attractive or those men were just toxic. And I think it's a mix of both reasons. As you see, as a dark-skinned girl, she dated a colorist guy. My unpopular opinion is that a lot of colorist guys or black men will say they don't like black women, actually do like black women in reality. Their vocal hate toward black women has multiple reasons that can happen at the same time. First, it is an insecurity about their own blackness. Secondly, it comes from childhood trauma. You know, a lot of these men and those men are just incel. We were seen as unattractive by certain black women and maybe bullied for that. So they generalize that all black women are like that and decide to date outside. Those are the true main reason. And why I say that, because as you see, a lot of colorist guys still ended up dating black women, specifically dark-skinned black women. I also have a story about that. During my teenage years, there was this dark-skinned black boy, even darker than me, really, really dark. He was insecure about his complexion and always looked at my natural hair. When I wore braid with extension, he told me that I was insecure about my real hair, and when I wore my afro hair, he looked at it. Because of that, I fought with him. But you know, I was a little girl and didn't do martial art or command sport, and he did boxing. So of course, I lost. Furthermore, at that time, I was insecure myself and just trying to build confidence. The next year, I was more confident, had a better fashion style, and was heavily into self-improvement. After my glow up, this same guy started searching for my attention. He would call me by my family name, or when I was talking to a classmate, he would come over and start talking to my classmate about me right in front of me. Of course, I never gave him attention because I don't give attention to house nigger. The funniest part is that he started his type was mixed girl with green or light eyes and curly hair. I had a best friend who wasn't mixed but was light skinned, and she actually found him attractive. But he didn't give any attention to her, even though she was much closer to his type. Instead, he gave his attention to me. You see, don't listen to the words, just watch their action. In reality, a lot of colorist guys like dark-skinned girls, but are just too insecure about their own blackness to assume it, which is good because dark-skinned girl and black women in general merit better and don't want them. Furthermore, I don't understand dark-skinned girl who date colorist men. I know it is because of insecurity. I have a story. For this story, I realized that black women will love colorist guys with a lighter skin tone, like Chris Brown, the Monster, the Jailbird, are actually colorists themselves. In short, it was a story about a mixed guy and a black woman who were in a relationship and had a child together. This mixed guy cheated on her with a mixed girl who look more South Asian. So do you know what he thought to this side girl, this side chick? He said his type was white girls with a body look. So the side chick comforted him because she didn't know that she was the side chick, and when she saw the number one, she was surprised that this number one was a black woman with a natural look, no makeup, and short hair. And you know, right in front of the black woman, the side chick asked him if he loved her, the side chick. And the guy hesitated and answered yes. The side chick noted in the video that the face of the black woman just dropped. We could see that his yes deeply hurt her. At the end of the day, we know that the couple did not break up, but the black woman just became more jealous. We don't care about the very end of the story, but here I want to point out one specific behavior of that black woman. Why does she stay with a guy who say he doesn't like black women, and at the this type is white girl with a body look. Those were his words. Even if his actions were the opposite, which is rare because if his type was white girls while he is dating a black woman and even having a child with her, but we don't care about his preference. Let's concentrate on the behavior of the black woman. The question I ask is why did she stay with him and why did she date him in the first place? For me, it comes down to two linked reasons. The first is an insecurity about her own blackness, and the second reason is that first, this mixed man she saw an opportunity to whiten her lineage, to take out her blackness. I really think it's the second reason because we know all mixed people are put on a beauty pedestal in the black community, especially in the United States. So for those insecure black women, dating someone later is seen as a chance, a trophy. And of course, we have the same thing in reverse with some insecure dark-skinned black men who date later to whiten their lineage. Another video from a creator with a darker skin tone claims that black men prefer light-skinned black women.
Woman and a dark skinned woman's dark skinned woman the same. Put a light skinned woman and a dark skinned woman's dark. You're gonna put a light skinned woman and a dark skinned woman's dark skinned woman in the same room. More than likely, the man is gonna more so be more attracted to. It's the truth. Even if the dark skinned woman is 10 times more attractive than the light skinned woman, because I've had situations. I'm not considering myself the most prettiest woman in the world, but there have been times where I'm in a room with someone who's lighter than me, and I know I'm more attractive than that person, but somebody's gonna be more willing to approach her or want to talk to her opposed to me. I want to get the same attention compared to somebody if I'm with a lighter skinned person. And it's the truth. And it's still going on. I don't think it's ever going to change. I feel like people are going to always be more attractive. It may not be something that you think that you're doing, but I just feel like psychologically it's just something that is more appealing to you.
One more time, when you look at her appearance, socially she isn't perceived as attractive, and furthermore she's overweight. Here are some videos to debunk her point.
What's your type? I like just brown skin and dark skin girls for real. Really? Yeah. Oh, you like dark skin girls? Yeah, hell yeah. Nah, I'm always. But nah, what's your type? Normally like, you a dark skin girls, right? People like they like dark skin girls, but like they prefer like lighter skin girls. I see. So what would you consider yourself? Brown. Brown skin.
It's not someone I would go for. I think I want someone sort of like, same race, a black woman.
I'm black. Don't do that. I'm fully black.
Apologies.
All right, why did you pop?
Non, j'avoue, moi je te mens pas, moi je suis plus Renoir, ça veut dire moi je vais choisir toi, ça te dérange pas?
As you see, I've debunked her point were in the black community, so of course no beauty standard will be black, meaning dark skin for both men and women. Okay, listen, dark skin for both men and women. So you see, mostly the sentence, it doesn't like me because I'm dark skinned, it's just rooted in deep personal insecurity. In reality, a lot of people, and I think the majority, prefer dark skinned women just as black women prefer dark skinned men because of no beauty standard are represented by dark skinned people. So it's the end of the video. I hope you enjoy it. You can share and subscribe to my channel. The goal is to attain 1,000 followers before the end of this year. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and query.